Good morning, students. Yeah, today I am going to start a new lesson or new part of application derivatives called maxima and minima. This is the last part of application of derivatives. It is also important part of application of derivative. Name of the chapter is maxima and minima. Okay, observe here. Y is equal to f of x is a function. Okay, the value of y is depend upon the value of x. X changes, y will change. So in previous chapter, what you learned? What interval y is increasing? What interval y is decreasing? In this chapter, we will learn the concept of finding the minimum or maximum value of y. Means what values of x y becomes maximum, what values of x y becomes minimum. I will explain through example. Y is equal to x minus 2 whole square plus 1 is given. Y is equal to x minus 1 whole square plus 1. So this is a y is a function with respect to x. Understood? Here y value depend upon x. Clearly here you can say that x minus 2 whole square is a non-negative number. Non-negative number. X minus 2 whole square equal to 0 when x equal to 2. Other than that, this value is greater than 0. So greater than 0 plus 1. So total value of y is greater than or equal to 1. So what is the meaning here? Y is greater than or equal to 1. When y equal to 1? When x equal to 2. Understood or not? So what happened? The y value is 1 to infinity. I can write like this. Y belongs to closed 1 to infinity. Whatever may be x, your y value is closed 1 to infinity. So what happened here? The minimum y value is 1. Minimum y value is 1. What values of x? If x equal to 2. If x equal to 2, then you will get minimum y value. X equal to 2, then y equal to 2 minus 2 whole square 0 square plus 1 1. Means when x equal to 2, we are getting minimum y value. Important thing is here you can't find maximum y value because 1 to infinity, no? 1 to infinity. That's why here you can't find maximum y value. Means we can say that there is no x which gives y as a maximum. Understood or not? That's why here we can find minimum value of y. Similarly, a function is given y is equal to 2x power 30 plus 4x power 15 plus 7x plus 9. So they will ask question like this. What values of x, y becomes maximum? What values of x, y becomes minimum? This is simple function. By observing this, we concluded that the minimum value of this expression or the minimum value of y is 1. Okay, we can't find maximum value of y. But see, observing this function, directly you can't conclude what is the minimum value of y and what is the maximum value of y, because this is 30th degree polynomial. Right hand side is 30th degree polynomial. Directly you can't conclude what values of x, y becomes minimum, what values of x, y becomes maximum. Okay, by using differentiation concept, we can find what values of x, y becomes maximum, what values of x, y becomes minimum. That's why the chapter name is maxima and minima. Okay, finding maximum value and minimum value of y with respect to x, or what values of x, y becomes maximum, what values of x, y becomes minimum. Understood? Okay, observe here. So y is equal to f of x is a function. So its graph is given like this. For example, this is y-axis. Observe here. Okay, this is the graph of y is equal to f of x. So this is equal to a. Simply I am writing x equal to actually x is equal to a, x equal to b, x equal to c, x equal to d, x equal to. Okay, so in this problem, domain of f is closed a to e. Closed a to e, that is the domain of the function. I want to find range. Range of f is, so I want to find range. Observe here. So x equal to a, then y is equal to f of a. Here, f of a. X equal to b, y is equal to f of b. X equal to c, f of c. This is d, f of d. F of e. Understood? If x is equal to a, then y is equal to f of e. X equal to b, y is equal to f of b. Like that. Now the question is, what values of x, y maximum? What values of x, y minimum in this function? Simply you can say that if x equal to d, then y is equal to f of d, that will be the maximum. Observe here. Among f of a, f of b, f of c, f of e, f of b only more value, f of b only greater value. That's why f of d is greater than all. For what values of x you got f of d? X equal to d. Means that if x is equal to d, then y equal to f of d. This is the maximum value of y. For the value of x is equal to d. This is the maximum value of y. For the values of x is d. Similarly, observe here. Among all, this is smaller one. F of a is smaller one than all. Understand that? So, for x is equal to a, then the minimum value of y is f of a. If x is equal to a, the minimum value of y is equal to f of a. That's only the minimum. Means that you take any value of x from a to e, all the values of x from a to e, take any value, anywhere. The maximum output is f of d. The minimum output is f of a. For the values of a and d. If x equal to d, you are getting maximum output. If x is equal to a, you are getting minimum output. Means that you take any value of x. You take any value of x other than d, you won't get a maximum output other than f of d. That's why the x equal to d gives maximum output. X equal to a gives minimum output. So this x is equal to d is called point of maxima. Point of maxima. And f of d is called maximum value. Okay, so x is equal to a is called point of minima. Point of minima. And f of a is called minimum value of the function. Minimum value of the function. Understood? Here, point of maxima, point of minima. Point of maxima and point of minima. Important words. Point of maxima and point of minima. Point of maximum means x value. What x, the function attaining maximum value. That x is called point of maximum. Point of minimum. What values of x, function attaining minimum value. So that x is called point of minimum. In this example, in this problem, point of maxima is d. Point of maxima is d. In this example, point of minima is a. Okay. In this way, I can explain what is the maximum value of function and the minimum value of the function, and what is the point of maxima and the point of minimum. Okay. Here, what is called d? Called maximum or maximum value of f. Yeah, here called minimum or minimum value of f. Okay. So if x is taken from a to e, d only giving maximum output, a only giving minimum output. Okay. Now consider in the neighborhood of b. I am not taking total x from a to e. I am not taking x from a to e. Now I am taking the values of x in the neighborhood of b. In the neighborhood of b. Understood? In the neighborhood of b. Observe here. F of x is equal to b. Then output is f of b. B minus somewhere here, b minus in the neighborhood of b. No? If x is taken as b minus, x is taken b minus, your output is here. F of b minus, I can say. F of b minus. If your input is b plus, b plus. Okay, your output is f of b plus. Observe, f of b is greater than f of b minus and as well as f of b plus. So I will write here, f of b is greater than f of b minus. This is also greater than f of b plus. That's why x equal b also giving maximum, but not giving total maximum. X equal b is giving maximum. That value is not a global maximum, not a maximum for the total function. In this area, the x is giving maximum value. Means in x equal to b, in neighborhood, the output is f of b, that will be the maximum. Means if you take the x values in the neighborhood of b, your graph will be like this. Your graph is this one only. In this piece of graph, b only giving maximum value. In the piece of graph, x equal b only giving maximum value. So here x equal b is called local point of maxima. Local point of maxima. Local point of maxima. Understood? Here x equal to b is called local point of maxima. It means that in this neighborhood of b it is giving maximum. Not totally. Totally maximum is f of d. X is equal to d giving absolute maximum. Absolute maximum is f of d. Local maximum is f of b. Local maximum is f of b. Local means in the neighborhood of b only you are searching. In the neighborhood of b, maximum output is f of b only. In the neighborhood of b. That's why x equal to b is called local point of maxima. Understood? Similarly, in the neighborhood of c, actually global minima is point of global minima is x equal to a. X is equal to a is giving absolute minimum. But if you take in the neighborhood of c, so this is the graph. In the piece of graph, f of c, x equal to c, output is f of c. C minus, here, c plus, here, means f of c is lesser than f of c minus and f of c plus. Here x is equal to c is called local point of minima. Local point of minima. So here important words, 4 important words. One by one I will write here. One is global maxima, global maxima, global minima, local maxima and local minima. These 4 are important terms for us. For a function y is equal to f of x. Okay, global maxima means the value of x in this function which gives maximum output. Okay, so that such x is called global maxima, then output is called global maximum value. Similarly, global minima. What values of x? Your output is absolute minimum. Your output is absolute minimum. Such x is called global minima or point of global minima, and value is called global minimum value. So local maxima, local maxima. Some values of x. If a function is defined in the neighborhood of x, if that x is giving a maximum value, then that x is called a local maxima, and value is called a local maximum value of the function in the neighborhood of x. Similarly, you can define local minima and local minimum. After this explanation, we conclude that the range of f is closed interval f of a to f of d. Closed interval f of d. Okay, students. So, basic terms of this chapter. Just we discussed. Local maxima. X is equal to alpha is called local maxima if f of alpha minus is less than f of alpha is greater than f of alpha plus. See the diagram. In the neighborhood of alpha, x equal to alpha giving maximum output. Okay. X is equal to alpha is called point of local maxima, and f of alpha is called local maximum. Means maximum value of output. Means maximum value of y. Second one, local minima. x equal to beta is called local minima if f of beta minus should be greater than f of beta. F of beta should be less than f of beta plus. For neighborhood of beta. So this is defined in the neighborhood of beta. Okay. X is equal to beta is called a point of local minima, and f of beta is called local minimum. Okay, students. Third basic term, global maxima. A function f is said to have a global maxima. In the interval s if there exist at least one point x equal to x1 belongs to s such that f of x1 greater than f of x for every x belongs to s. Take any value of x. Only x1 gives maximum output, that is f of x1. That's why f of x1 greater than f of x for every x belongs to s. This x1 is called point of global maxima, and f of x1 is called global maximum of f or global maximum value of f. Next, fourth term, global minima. A function f is said to have global minima in the interval s if there exists at least one x equal to x2 belongs to s such that f of x2 should be less than f of x1 for every x belongs to s. F of x2 only lesser than f of x for every x belongs to s. Such x2 is called a point of global minima, and f of x2 is called the global minimum or global minimum value of the function. Okay, students. Some example problems, simple problems. Find the local maxima, local minima, global maxima, global minima of the following functions. Okay, this is y is equal to f of x. A function is given. This is its graph. Okay. Observe here. At A, we will get a local maxima. First of all, I will get local maxima. Point of local maxima. Observe here. At A and at F. A comma F. Observe A and F are global maxima. Global maxima at C and D and between any point between C and D. Okay, that's why close interval C to D. C and D, every point between C and D gives global maximum value of the function. That's why global maximum, point of global maximum means interval, close interval C to D. Next, local minima. B, E is giving global minima. So B is given local minima. B I can write B. Next, global minima. That is nothing but E. Means here E means what? X equal to E, X equal to B, X equal to A comma F, X belongs to close interval C comma D. Okay. See example 2, interesting one. F of A is here. F of A minus here means f of A only greater than f of A minus. Okay. F of A plus here. So f of A greater than f of A plus. Understood? In the neighborhood of A, x equal to A giving maximum value. That's why I can say local maxima equal to A. Understand why I am saying local maxima, not global maxima? For this x value, we will get y that is greater than this. That's why x equal to A is said to be point of local maxima. So here, f of A means here. Okay. F of A minus. Here f of A minus. So f of A is greater than f of A minus and also greater than f of A plus. So what happened? Global maxima. So x is equal to A is said to be point of global maxima. point of global maxima. But the maximum value is f of a. Okay, students. In the same example one, fourth problem, a graph is given. This is the graph of y is equal to f of x function. Domain is open interval a to closed c. Observe here, open interval a to closed c. Okay, so global maxima. While observing the graph, you can say that global maxima nothing but b. Local minima nothing but c. Okay, global minima does not exist. Observe here, because a not there in the domain. Domain is open a to closed c. Between a and a plus there are infinitely many real numbers. You don't know which one gives minimum value. A global minima does not exist. Next here, another problem. F of x equal mod x for x is not equal to 0. 1 for x equal to 0. Simple problem. We need to draw graph. This is y-axis and this x-axis. You know that the graph of modulus function, mod x is nothing but this. But important thing is, mod x is for every x except 0. Means that at 0 the function have a hole. If x equal 0, the y is 1 here. Yeah, this is the graph of the function at x equal 0. We need to find, simply observing the graph only you can say that x equal to 0 is the point of maxima or local point of maxima. X equal to 0 is local point of maxima. Okay, so see here, f of 0 means 1, f of 0 means 1. F of 0 minus 0 minus here, f of 0 means here. Means what happened? F of 0 greater than f of 0 minus. 0 minus. Still f of 0 greater than f of 0 plus also. That's why x equal to 0 is point of local maxima. Example 2. We want to find we want to check x is equal to 0 gives local minima or local maxima or global minima or global maxima of this function. F of x equal to minus x square minus x minus 2, x lesser than or equal to 0, x square plus 4, x greater than 0. Both are quadratic expressions. So simple. We can draw the graphs of both the quadratic expressions, then we will get the conclusions. Observe here. First of all, I want to draw the graph of y equal to x square plus 4. Y equal to x square plus 4. Open upwards. X square equals to positive. Okay, Nana? So minimum value 4. Maximum can't. So if x equal to 0, y equal to 4. 0, comma 4. Actually, graph will be like this. Okay, for this graph should be taken in the domain of x greater than 0. X greater than 0 means an open circle. Do this. So this is the graph of y equal to x square plus 4 in the domain of x greater than 0. Okay. Next, we need to draw the graph of y is equal to minus x square minus x minus 2. Okay. X square quotient negative, open downwards. If x equal to 0, y equal to minus 2. Okay, try to find a minimum value of this expression. Okay, you know how to find minimum value. 4ac minus b square by 4a. 4ac minus b square by 4a. Okay, that is 8. 7, minus 7 by 4. At what point? X equal minus b by 2a. X is equal minus of minus 1 by 2 into minus 1. Means at minus 1 by 2. At minus 1 by 2. At x equal minus 1 by 2. This function attains maximum value. That is minus 1 by 4. Minus 1 by 4 means what? 1 point something. Here 2. I think somewhere here. So your graph will be like this. But what you want? Your domain is lesser than or equal to 0. Lesser than or equal to 0. Closer to this. So finally, the graph of f of x is this and this. We want to check maxima or minima at x equal to 0. So see, f of 0 minus 2. Okay. F of 0 plus somewhere here. F of 0 4 plus. Means this is less than f of 0 plus because this is value is 4 plus. Minus 2 is less than 4 plus. Yeah. Next f of 0 minus here. F of 0 means here. This value is greater than minus 2. This value is greater than minus 2 means this greater than f of 0 minus. So what happened Anna? X equal to 0 is the minima. Local point of minima. X equal to 0 is local point of minima. I hope you people understood. Example 3. F of x equal to modulus of x square minus 2x in minus 1 to 3. X is taken from minus 1 to 3, which x gives x square minus 2x with the modulus maximum, which x gives mod of x square minus 2x minimum. That should find now. Okay. So graphical explanation for this also. We want to draw the graph of y equal to mod of x square minus 2x. First of all, I want to draw the graph of y equal to x square minus 2x. Y is equal to x square minus 2x. It's a parabola, open upwards. So simply you can say that if we take x common, okay, so it intersects the x axis at 0, 0 and 2, 0. For example, this 2, 0. The graph will passes to the point 0, 0 and 2, 0 open upwards. So this is the graph of y is equal to x square minus 2x. So y equal to x, this is the graph of y is equal to x square minus 2x. But we want graph of y equal to mod of x square minus 2x. Means y always non-negative. Y is always non-negative. But in this graph, for these x values, y's are negatives. For these x values, y's are negatives. But here y should not be negative. Means the graph of this portion will be reflect with respect to x-axis. Understood? So actual graph of the function is this. Okay. One more thing is we need to take x values from minus 1 to 3 only. Okay. Put x equal to 3 in this function. 3 square 9. 9 minus 6 3. If x is taken as 3, your output is also 3 somewhere here 3. Assume that this is 3. 0, 3. If x is equal to minus 1, put x equal to minus 1. 1 minus half minus 2 with the mod 3. Minus 1 also giving 3 only. This is minus 1. Minus 1 also giving 3. So what happened? Our graph is this. And this is the graph. Now we want to find the local maxima, local minima, global maxima, global minima for this function. From minus 1 to 3. Clearly observing the graph, you can say that minus 1 and 3 both are giving output as 3, which is the maximum value. That's why global maxima. What? X equal to minus 1 and 3. Okay. Next, this x equal to 0 and x equal to 2 are giving global minima. Global minima at x is equal to 0 and 2. One more interesting thing. This is 0 comma 0. Midpoint of 0 comma 0 and 2 comma 0 nothing but 1 comma 0 only. At 1 comma 0 means at x equal 1, the function also giving another maximum. So that is local maximum. That's why x is equal to 1 is called point of local maxima. Okay, so finally what happened Anna? Global maximum, point of global maxima are minus 1 comma 3. Local maxima is 1 and global minima, point of global minima are 0 and 2. Okay students, important note. Okay, for local maxima or local minima to exist for a function need not be continuous and differentiable. Already observed through example problems. At x equal to 0, at x equal to 1, actually they are not continuous and not differentiable. Even though local maxima, local minima are existing. That's why local maxima, local minima to exist for a function, it need not be continuous and differentiable. Okay students, maxima and minima using differentiation. This is important part for us. We are waiting for this part only. Maxima and minima using differentiation. Okay. In this part also have some basic terms. First, extreme points. The points x where the function attains maximum and minimum values. Those points are called extreme points. Okay. Second one, critical points. Already discussed. The points x where f dash of x equal to 0 or f dash of x is not defined. F dash of x equal to 0 or f dash of x not defined. Such x values are called critical points for the given function. Stationary points. The points x where f dash of x equal to 0 are called stationary points. Observe here. Difference between critical points and stationary points. Every stationary point is a critical point, but every critical point need not become a stationary point. Okay, students. See here, example 1. Find the stationary points of f of x equal to x cube minus 6x square minus 36x plus 7. Stationary points means the points x so that f dash of x equal to 0. That's all. Just to find f dash of x equal to 3x square minus 12x minus 36. Here if you take 3 common, x square minus 4x minus 12. This is f dash of x. 3 into quadratic, simple quadratic, we can factorize it. 6 2s are okay. X minus 6 into x plus 2. This is f dash of x. F dash of x equal to 0 implies x equal to minus 2 or 6. Therefore, stationary points are minus 2, comma 6. Okay, students. Example 2. Find the critical point of f of x equal to x minus 1 into x power 2 by 3. Critical point means you want to find x so that f dash of x equal to 0 or f dash of x not defined. Need to find f dash of x here. UV formula should use because product x minus 1 derivative 1 into x power 2 by 3 as it is plus x minus 1 into x power 2 by 3. 2 by 3 into x power 2 by 3 minus 1. So this is same as x power 2 by 3 plus x minus 1 into 2 by 3 into 1 by x power 1 by 3. So here 3 into x power 1 by 3 taken as LCM. So 3 into x power 2 by 3 into x power 1 by 3 plus 2x minus 2. This is 3x. X power 2 by 3 x power 1 by 3. X only. 3x plus 2x minus 2 by 3 into x power 1 by 3. Which is same as 5x minus 2 by 3 into x power 1 by 3. This is f dash. F dash of not given means x equal to 0. Therefore, critical points are 2 by 5, comma 0.